Right. Yeah, this video is on evang in the bridge bastion. To find out which side of the bastion is a triple, if it's a full buried variant where you can't see it and you have no previous info on it. The basic idea behind it is that triples have more entities than singles usually, and also on a triple the pigs usually like spread further apart than like on a buried single where they can't really move a lot. Right. So the basic idea is that okay, let me get a buried bastion. So for my testing 30 FOV and 4 chunks render distance works pretty well. We want to be on 4 chunks to avoid like natural mobs messing up the E-ray spike. This is also something you have to look out for, that just above the bastion there might be natural mobs spawning. This doesn't happen too often with a full buried variant, but this is still something to look out for. Right, if you're on for render, 30 FOV, next to the chalice ideally, you just E-ray. And here, for example, I see it spikes like to 3 once, and then stays like 0, and yeah, this goes up because of the bridge. While on the other side, like it starts way earlier basically on like the far right side of the rampart. It starts, spikes up to like 9 even, and it just, I like permanently have entities on my E-ray. While on this side, it like spikes up once to like 3, and then just goes down again. So yeah, if you look, this is a single, and this is a triple. Can show it again, like without the thingy. Okay, 30 FOV. For render distance, you look on this side. Okay, it spikes to like 7, 8, and it stays like for some time. And on this side, yeah, it's like 1, it goes up to like 5 or 6, and then goes down again. So this looks like a double triple. Okay. Yeah, this is actually, okay, this is kinda annoying, because there's a lot of pigs in this bridge part here. Okay, first of all, yeah, this is a triple, that was correct. With these pigs in the bridge, it's actually pretty good that this happened. And 40. If I look here, I see like my spike is pretty close to like the main bridge part, while here my spike's like further away from this bridge part. So I know that this is like more in the rampart, and if my only spike is like this close to the bridge part, it can be a triple, of course, where the pigs just pathfind it like very weirdly here, which usually doesn't happen because the pigs like pathfind up here normally because they want to go up. But yeah, if it's like this bridge area where you get the spike, it doesn't have to be a triple, especially if you have like no entities more to the right of it. Let's go one more time. Okay, let's check this one. Like no spike. Yeah, it spikes to like 3 once in like the middle. And here it's also, it stays very low. This is like the bridge part where it's at 4. So this is most like a double single. Yeah, here's the single. Again, we have the pigs in this, like, where the backups are, the backup part. Yeah, and this is just also a single. Okay, one last time. Let's get a buried one. 40. Okay, see, yeah, this is in the middle of like the rampart. 6 spikes, 5. I saw 7 at the start, and it's like kind of spread out. So this is like pretty sure it's a triple. While here, yeah, oh, even 10 spike. in the bridge part though, but if we look more to the right, we still like keep a spike. So this is also very likely to be a triple. And yeah, we just have a double triple here. Okay, this is the general idea. I assume 4 is the optimal render distance because you don't render all the pics on 3 render distance, and you don't like want any natural mobs. And this is like also a good example, like what, because of like this terrain with the ramparts, there can't really be like any mobs spawning up here, which mess up your spike. And behind it, we just don't like render it with 4 render distance. Yeah, an idea I've seen is that you can maybe do it with iZoom instead of thin to avoid the 30 FOV, like to avoid going to 30 FOV and back to your normal FOV. My problem with that is that you would have to like use the reduced like eye measuring sense, which is like way lower, so you can't really like look around properly, or at least like not fast enough. So I don't really like it, and I prefer to do it with like 30 FOV. Check this real quick. No spike, 1-4 spike here. This goes up to like 8. And kind of stays consistent, so it's gonna be a right triple and left single probably. Yes. Okay.